you are turning into Almost Paradise, a podcast dedicated to Bachelor Nation, where you have two hosts that are just here for paradise.
Is it paradise yet?
Almost!
Oh. I'm Kate. I'm a bisexual feminist who is a self-proclaimed producer of The Bachelor. I've seen almost every season. I've seen all the seasons of Unreal, and I love to pretend I'm behind the scenes at all times.
And I'm Sammie. I am a love and relationship coach for singles. So we thought this would be fun to kind of bring our expertise together and bring some fun commentary to the Bachelor Nation, as it is so lovingly called. I also kind of self-produce and try to get into the minds of the producers of these reality dating shows.
We are armchair producers over here at Almost Paradise.
And so we are going to be starting this podcast with our very first Black Bachelor in history, which it's taken them, 25 seasons?
I don't even want to talk about it. It's not right, whatever it is.
And it's still not okay. But yeah, so we are starting with Matt James' season, and he's going to take us into paradise, basically. And we are here for it to kind of dissect his season and get to know some of his girls that we will be seeing later this year.
Yeah, we want to know, and we probably will have to go back since we didn't have paradise last summer. This means, it could be from any season, but it could be from Tayshia's season. It could be from Peter's season. Am I missing? There's like another one. There's a Bachelor. Oh my gosh, we're going way back in the archives.
Colton.
No, Hannah. But okay, well, we're just gonna cover them all. We're gonna.
Didn't it go?
How are these gonna do in paradise? And then it's really gonna be our summer, our time to thrive on the pod during Bachelor in Paradise.
We're reporting live from Puerto Vallarta.
We just got all the gays with COVID out of here.
We kicked them out. Get out.
We did the poppers and we're doing our podcast.
Tayshia was, of course, our main bachelorette, but we also had the shit show of Claire.
Sacramento proud, baby. Boy.
Yeah, we, of course, wish them well. It seems that they both got what they wanted out of their respective time on the show.
And we also got our first Latina bachelorette, which they never talked about. Claire
not once.
Not once. And then Tayshia's also she's also half Latina.
Yes.
And we don't talk about that, but also she's Black, and that's very cool too. And also Tayshia's just like beautiful. We got Tayshia for I want her. I know she's happy with Zach, but I would just want another whole season of just Tayshia being beautiful, charismatic, gorgeous, happy, fun on my screen. She was perfect. I want more. Okay, should we talk about our big boy, Matty James?
Yes.
I love him so much.
Yes.
All my notes, literally every note I took last night is just based around wow, he's so hot. Oh my God, his mom is so hot. These women are so hot. Every note is just wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous
hot.
People. I don't know what to do. I'm bringing the big bisexual energy to this pod. Just I want to sleep with everyone in the show. I want a Bachelor in Paradise orgy, please.
Starting with Matt and Tayshia. I wish, if Tayshia would have been on this season, it would have been over.
Although there are some mind-blowingly beautiful, beautiful women. Okay, so we started our night. I know I said you should take control, and then I have a problem. So you
want to be in control. You're a top. It's fine.
I'm a dom top. This is what Jordan says. I'm a dom top in the streets and a big fat bottom in the sheets.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe the worst combo, but I don't know, date me.
Let's talk about Matt.
He's great. Okay, the craziest thing is that he's never been on any show before, so this is going to be a season we've never
Untainted.
I know we've brought in bachelors that we've never met before, but it's been over a decade.
Oh, long time.
Like, I think Brad Womack, his first season, he was maybe a random,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe, I mean, I don't know. They haven't done this in forever. He's
It's
just
been
like
a
a
long
friend.
time.
He's
Mhm.
Tyler C's best friend. And like,
Yes.
I want
From
everyone to
Hannah
be gay.
Brown's season.
Yeah, he was like the cute Southern charmer from Hannah Brown's season. And as I just want them to be gay together. But apparently Matt James wants to find a wife.
I mean, the
which
world
is
wouldn't
great.
be ready.
Yeah, I need that OnlyFans. I would pay a dumb amount for their OnlyFans account.
Yeah, so just some little facts about Maddie. He is from North Carolina and he now lives in New York. He is a real estate broker.
Gross, commercial real estate broker. I don't know why, but that seems so skeezy to me.
It is.
I think that's just my own problem.
Yeah, no, I dated a commercial real estate broker and he was really skeezy. So I can attest.
And also like surfing sunset. No, that's not what it's called.
What's
that one show on Netflix?
Did you call it Serving Sunset? I would watch that show, Selling Sunset.
It's a serve, baby.
I served on Sunset.
Why don't we have a gay real estate show on Bravo?
We do. It's called $1 Million Listing New York, and we have Frederick, who is literally.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Icon. He's my favorite. I have his book. I love him.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll have a spin-off pod about the gays in real estate, but now we're talking about our hot bachelor in real estate.
Yes. So he is, in real estate, commercial real estate broker, but he works with homeless kids.
Like he says inner city kids that like are homeless, who've never seen nature,
he tries to give them fun activities, take them to cool places that they've never been, his favorite restaurants. He makes sure that they are just like really engaged with and having
like the clips of him, like they seemed so natural. Like obviously when you have a production team come in and like record shit like that. Although are those old? Those must be old, like taken from his Instagram or YouTube, because he can't be doing that in COVID. The Bachelor producers work really, really hard. And we also have a couple new things besides our first Black Bachelor. We have no more wet sidewalk. We have a red carpet now as our entrance. They're not hosing down the concrete in front of the Bachelor mansion. And for these poor women, like 10 million stairs.
Oh yeah, which I love.
Oh, we'll get. I think I love it for Matt James. He literally just got to like turn around and be like, "Yeah,
watch him.
She's
walk
really
away.
hot too."
Whoa, damn!
What the fuck am I gonna do with all these sexy women?
Big booty Judies. So he actually makes his like big entrance into the show by flying in. He stole Pilot Pete's gig.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not flying this plane, but I look really hot in it.
I look so good. He comes in his entrance look in like a suede purple jacket with the mustard turtleneck, like style icon from the get-go.
I'm so happy that the turtlenecks are carrying over from Tayshia's season.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Like we had such good soft boys and cute turtlenecks. I'm glad we have soft boy Matt also in his turtleneck too.
Me too. He looked beautiful.
Stunning. Did you see his car of choice? So they always let the lead pick their car.
Oh, I didn't touch his car.
Oh, mama, he got a white G-Wagon with red leather quilted interior on the seats. It's like black and red. It's very fancy. I was like, oh yeah, go hard.
Yeah.
I think it's only their car for the actual filming of the season.
Yeah.
But still, like, hell yeah. He's not going to drive anywhere because they're filming it all in one place. But I'm so glad he got a cool car.
And he got to drive it to the, he flew in like a little cool kind of, I don't know, plane. And then he gets to drive his cool ass car to this beautiful, like, where are we?
Okay, I Googled it today. It's in Pennsylvania. They keep calling it, hold on.
The Chateau?
It's not it starts with the T. It's like Nantucket, but that's not it. Hold on. I got to close my Zoom. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We got a live report.
We got some fact
Kathy?
checking. Here we go. Oh yeah. Also, my name is Kate, and also my name is Kathy. It is called Nemacolin.
Oh,
Nemacolin in Pennsylvania.
Not to be confused with semicolon. Nemacolin Chateau.
But beautiful, and like the rooms are gorgeous. They shut down this whole thing. I kind of miss the La Quinta, the feel of the La Quinta Inn in Palm Springs.
But really
they'll be able to do so much good stuff, like
way
the
more
foliage alone. The trees,
the hydrangeas. They
just
had these
like
candy cane. Oh, candy cane hydrangeas all in the front. They were just beautiful.
Yeah, and they also have like these funny statues. I didn't write it down, but there was a clip of some girl walking up the stairs, walking past it was something weird, like a pig with wings or something. It's like and it was like just a random. Okay, there she goes.
I am here for wonderful garden statues that make no sense.
I hope we get someone chatting with the garden statue later, like Claire and the animals in paradise. Also, then we meet his mom.
Yeah, we meet his mom. We find out that his parents were in an interracial relationship. His mom is white and his dad was Black. But I think his dad left when he was young.
They didn't give us a ton of details. He was just like, I
was raised by a single mom.
Yeah, he was raised single mom. He and his brother.
So we don't
his brother's
know.
Younger.
Interracial relationships were never weird for him, but other people seem to have a lot of weird. And I think even today, people are still very weird around seeing that. So this will be, Tayshia is now in an interracial relationship, and I hope Bachelor Nation is supportive of that, because love is love.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter if you fall in love. We also, I don't know how this is going to track. I think white people are required. We have a responsibility to diversify our fucked up little race.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't
want my kids
out. If I have
We're
sex
fragile.
with a blonde hair, blue-eyed person, I'm gonna have some crazy, weird-looking recessive babies. Like, I need strong genes from another race to like mix it up. I don't know.
We find out also that he is a heavily religious Christian man. He played football. He looked really hot in his football photos.
I love seeing all the pictures of his like old hair.
I loved it.
His hair journey and like where he is now. I was like, okay, I don't know if you and I, Sammie, can comment too much on that.
I thought he looks hot either way. I wouldn't mind a reappearance of the dreads. I think they look so good on him.
I like the braids. Yeah, it was a nice little look. I do like his clean. I like a clean face on him.
I do too.
Because he's got this like little cute quality too. I think this is why he's like so stunning, is because he's obviously like a god, beautiful, tall, muscular. But then he has these like cute little like nervous tics. Like I wrote in here something about Matt's nervous mouth is so cute.
Yeah.
He does a weird thing when he's like, yeah, Chris, hey. I love it.
To do. Yeah.
It endears me to him.
Yeah, I think there's just something very, you want to root for him, because while he is so statuesque as a man and so very sweet and loving, like the vulnerability of him, where he gets really nervous that he has to meet all these beautiful women, and he's not acting like, oh yeah, whatever, more chicks, or like I think a lot of these other bachelors get really full of themselves pre-season. Yeah. And it doesn't seem
and also I think the journey of picking a bachelor will go to your head, like because you get all the fans and you get all the feedback on the Twitter and like seeing like where you track on things. Like I love that they just took that out completely and gave us this guy. Although it would have been, if we were like in a properly timed world and Tayshia's season didn't film so late, we could have had Ivan.
So we meet Matt's mom.
Hot. She's so beautiful.
She's a beautiful woman.
Pulling off those liquid leggings.
I know, fashionista.
Fashion.
My only thing was her blush was a lot. It was overwhelming.
She was ready for her TV appearance.
I think she did her makeup under different lighting, or
where are the hair and makeup people to be like, Mama,
exactly.
Down.
They should have come in and been like, oh, the lighting that you used in your hotel room or whatever where she did this, like they should have just come in and tried to, blend it and don't do her like that.
Yeah, don't do her like that. Just like, or do like a quick touch up, just like, okay, like you did such a good job. We're just gonna tweak a few things for camera and you're gonna look beautiful. But yeah, like she had a rosy ass cheek. But maybe that's what she wanted. She does have beautiful little apples. Did you see her gorge cheekbones?
Yeah, she's stunning. I mean, you can
gorgeous.
see like he definitely got some of Mama's like really good features.
Yeah, and also cute, nervous ticks.
Yeah, I mean they seem really close and like she's really supporting this endeavor for him.
She seemed really excited.
Yeah, so cute. And we see him work out a lot. We see him very shirtless most times, contemplating shirtless. I mean, producers know what the women's of Bachelor Nation want.
We are starved for hot content.
Yes.
As a lesbian, I am so happy that we get a lot of shirtless matchings. That's how good it is. That's how good and important it is.
It's so good. So we are very excited about Matt. And then we get into the topic of race in The Bachelor.
Which it's got to be broached. It's got to be broached.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Harrison might not be like the properest person to be having this conversation, but I saw a couple things on like Instagram and Twitter before I watched the episode, and I was like, oh God, this is going to be so cringy. I was expecting something really, really bad. And so what I got was not as bad as like what I made it in my head, because it was more Matt being like, we got to talk about this. I'm your first Black Bachelor. I am mixed race. People are gonna like, this is really weighing on me heavily.
And people have expectations of what they want him to, like who they want him to end up with.
Yeah, the fact that interracial relationships are still like
frowned upon,
it doesn't make sense. But also we still have to say Black Lives Matter to people every day and they fight us. So
I know.
America.
So, I mean, you can tell like he really wants to do right by the fandom and to be a good representation for Black men, people of color. He, and he doesn't want to let anyone down. And I think that, this conversation actually goes way better than I anticipated.
I was only triggered when Chris, before they even started talking about race, Chris, you're going to hate this and you're going to want to choke me out. I was like, Chris, you've never fucking said that before. No. Why are you saying what? It's a choice to say that to our first Black Bachelor.
Yeah.
I know you were triggered for another reason, but I was triggered for that.
I have this whole narrative in my mind that Chris he's pushing his kink onto us. I think he wants Matt to choke him. And so it's like, don't choke me.
He's like, you're going to want to choke me out, Maddie.
You want to do it right now?
Just practice really quick.
Yeah. Oh, just one for the road. And I don't know if I clocked Matt's reaction to this, but I think he just laughs. He laughs a lot.
Yeah, it's the kind of just all you can do when people are being weird.
Yeah, it's just weird.
And
Daddy
kinky.
Harrison. Yeah.
Daddy Harrison. He's dating an Entertainment Tonight like on-screen person. She covers The Bachelor a lot. So they've been like at events together. I like to creep on them. And now that you have introduced me to kinky Daddy Harrison, I hope
can't go back.
I hope Laura, what's her face, is choking him out on the regular.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be wishful thinking on his part. And yeah, so I think the discussion goes well. I think that, yeah, we see that he really is taking this responsibility seriously, and also that, you know, he's making it very clear that he is here to find love, and it's whatever, and you know, whatever form that takes. And
Yeah.
it's Tyler C,
He
then
was
so be
he
it.
was making me nervous. He was making me a little nervous. I know you can tell he's been put through like the ringer in therapy with
Mhm.
production, like
Mhm.
be vulnerable. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself. Like he was giving me a lot of like therapy terms and throwing those out. But he also was coming to this like really honest, and he's like, I'm not perfect. I don't know if I've ever been in love, but
Yeah.
I'm ready to maybe see if that's an option. I don't know if he's fully ready, but like that's not obviously my choice or call to
Mhm.
make. But I'm nervous. But he is giving us like he's giving the viewers and the women the full like he's not being dishonest. He's just like,
Yeah.
I wish I had somebody, which girl,
For
same.
quarantine. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like my quarantine crew, my gay lover,
Yeah.
Tyler C.
I want my quarantine.
Oh, why is this the first time I'm hearing this? That's so
I
funny.
thought that was like the thing at the beginning of quarantine, was finding your quarantine.
Wow, I missed that.
Especially it was happening right after Valentine's Day. Oh, well,
Hmm.
now we have it. We're looking for a quarantine.
I'm looking for my quarantine. Find me on Bumble.
So we start to meet the girls and get kind of our first intros to them.
Yay!
We
I
meet,
wrote down the order.
Mhm.
Alicia,
who's our ballerina. Stunning.
I wrote, Alicia is a pro ballerina. Woof. And then in another comment, I wrote, run. No, she's gorgeous and she's
Yeah.
so nice and she teaches and she loves children. But as a girl who grew up in ballet, knowing the girls who chose to stay in ballet, run.
Yeah. Run.
They're crazy, girl. They're crazy. She's beautiful, and my heart goes out to her. She didn't make it, but gorgeous dancer.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't think
sure
he liked that. He didn't talk to her. She came
No.
out in her point shoes and he didn't.
He didn't do anything. He went, oh.
I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
She seems very sweet.
Very sweet.
Ready for
Then
kids.
we meet Abigail.
Oh, Abigail.
We have 2 girls from Oregon this year.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why. I love Oregon. So
You do.
I like an Oregon gal.
Yeah. Yeah, we meet Abigail, who is our first hearing impaired contestant ever in the whole history of
and
the show.
she's fully deaf if she doesn't have her, like if she detaches
cochlear.
her little, yeah. And she also talks about it like her older sister was also deaf and like paved the way. Like this girl is so beautiful and so confident. Not that like, I was so impressed.
She's just very sweet, down to earth. She also has cute little nervous mannerisms and
and she's flirty. She was like,
Yeah.
I'll be reading your lips, but luckily they're very nice. So I was like,
beautiful.
okay, bitch, get it.
And then we meet, is it Kayla next or
It's Kristen, our lawyer, in the sparkly outfits. I like her.
Yeah, she loves a good Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion song.
Oh yeah, she's like, I have to be like corporate lawyer, but also I'm a girl's girl.
But
I like dresses and going out.
I love the ABC. I don't know if they were going to let her say WAP. Because she just said, I love a good Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion song.
I mean, maybe she was just saying these are my favorite 2 ladies, but also I want her to be like, WAP, WAP.
I think
she could do a WAP dance.
I think
she meant WAP specifically.
Absolutely. I think she was.
If we're having a girl bring out a vibrator, I think she could say WAP.
Right. So I just thought that was a really funny moment that she kind of censored saying WAP.
She like tiptoed around her wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then we meet Maggie, our beautiful, stunning Maggie.
God.
This
beautiful.
Is like a full coming to America moment. She's like, I came to this country to meet you. I came here from Ethiopia. to meet you. I'd be like, send him home. This is my wife.
Yeah. I mean, just absolutely stunning head to toe.
Her little choker, like
Oh,
she had like an 80s setup. Like, I
mhm.
mean, she was living.
And I just, her voice is just so soothing and
Yeah.
then she's
If
just,
this doesn't work out for her, she could do like a really great ASMR channel.
absolutely, I would listen.
I would subscribe. Yeah. And then we meet Anna.
Oh, Anna, yeah.
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
down the list. This is like the little
The
vignettes
little,
they do
yeah,
of like the girls that like their house.
that's right.
Anna to me had like, she's the one who's addicted to caffeine and it's just like really silly. She had huge, big Hannah B
Teeth.
energy.
Oh,
And she also has big huge teeth.
I was zeroed in on her teeth. I was like, oh, she got the big chiclets. She got the super size.
I was like, Hannah B energy, is that going to be good? Like, is Matt James going to like that? Or is he going to be like, no, that's my boy Tyler's girl. I can't date her.
I can't have
I know
two
they're
of
friends
those.
and they love each other, Maddie and Hannah.
Yeah, but we can't have two
yeah.
of those.
No, but she's so cute. I hope Anna stays for a little bit.
She's really sweet. And then
Okay, so after that, we meet Sarah.
And her father
journalist.
has Lou Gehrig's. So she, you know, obviously is going through some shit.
And I think, I don't remember I didn't clock her age, but like he was diagnosed at 19. So like I would imagine she's been dealing with this for like a couple
she's
years.
at least like in her mid-20s.
Yeah.
So
but they like had really cute footage of her dad in his little wheelchair with his little things that he can like say, his little computer voice. Love that. I will say she gives me a little bit of like Republican energy.
Oh, yeah. I had her down as one of my front runners just based off this vignette.
Based off the vignette and the previous.
Yeah. That she may be first solo date and is where I'm seeing this going.
I'm pegging Bree only because she was first out of the limo and first to be called to get a rose. So maybe she'll also be, and he also is like super into her and she's super hot.
She was my second pick for first impression rose.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with his choice, but I thought maybe it would also go to her. Who do we meet now? Also Sarah, the journalist, looks like Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Like if we can get her to do a new David. You David. I would be very happy about that.
So yeah, now that we get these little vignettes from the girls, it's time to meet the girls in real life. And the first thing Harrison says to Matt is, "Damn, you're tall." And I had to look it up, and Matt is 6'5", so he makes Chris Harrison look like a little shrimper.
Chris Harrison has never been like a giant among these Bachelor men, but I think he was really shocked.
He was like, "Damn."
So very, very tall. I think Chris also has like an extra pep in his step this season. I don't know if it's like the craziness of quarantine and that, like, I don't know what it is, but he's got kinky sex with his new girlfriend.
Yeah. And I think he's like kind of thriving on the drama of the previous season. And I think it's just reignited his flame where he's
like I think he was just like, oh, more of the same. I'll be at the mansion and this is my schedule and blah blah blah. And now he's like, I get to be in Pennsylvania. We have a black bachelor. This is so fun. Can you shake it up? Like, someone gave him the poppers from Puerto Vallarta too.
Yes, he was on the boat.
He sunk the Chris Harrison, bad dad Harrison chunk the sip.
So we start meeting the girls as they come out of the limos.
We get Bree in that beautiful green.
She stood out. Nobody else wore a chartreuse. That's not chartreuse.
I think she was a Kelly green. El Camino Eagles Kelly green.
Absolutely. Yes.
Which is I mean, that's a tricky color to pull off.
Oh yeah, I would look like a leprechaun.
I mean, I can look good in like a flat green, but like a satin green. Like in drill team, we had to wear these like hologrammy sparkle pops that were Kelly green. They were horrific.
Oh, so no. I could do an emerald, and that's maybe the extent of my greens.
Jewel tones is where I like to live. Yeah, Bree's gorgeous, a great choice. Like,
and she doesn't do a gimmick, when she comes
No,
in.
when you're the first girl out of the limo, like you're not a gimmick. You're just like, they call that on Unreal.
Legit.
Where's the wife?
Yeah.
We need a wife. And
Yeah.
you send her in first to set the tone.
Yeah, she really sets the tone.
Yeah, she does a very good job.
There was a girl in the dark green dress with the big emerald earrings.
Rachel from Orange County area.
That was my favorite dress of the night, I think. Like
she was beautiful.
Outfit, the styling, everything just really worked for me. I love anything with a different jewelry.
Yeah, she grew on me when she first came out. I think she was really nervous, maybe. And I was like, I know this girl. This girl is basic, and I don't think I'm into that. And then as the episode progressed, I was like, oh no, she's really cool and smart and confident and nice really and interesting. Beautiful. Yeah, like she just like didn't make like the best.
Yeah, and I think I would be terrible out of the limo. I'd be like, what is my name?
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I would just be like, my name's Kate. I got tits, and then like right away, I would just like do something so stupid.
I don't know if I could.
Poor women and all these stairs. I know I already brought it up.
I would have been one of the bitches that fell. I would have been on my ass.
Absolutely. Mari, the girl, the page queen, her shoe, she has like a 6-inch heel with like the platform bottom. And I was just like, why are you making her do that? Matt James should carry every one of these women to the mansion.
Oh, I would have loved that. I think
piggyback ride from Bad Dad Harrison.
Mari also, she had that like the soft lilac color dress, the lavender.
Beautiful.
That was my other favorite dress, where I was like, oh, it just made me stop.
I love that all the women really got the sparkle dress memo.
They were like, I'm going to Nemacolin,
Pensacola,
Nemacolin, and I gotta serve New Year's Eve realness. And
yeah, I'm not going to COVID Castle for New Year's Eve, so I gotta wear this dress here on Bachelor.
This whole thing. But yeah, every girl is just serving body.
Yeah, like I could have a full 2 hours talking about how hot everyone is, but just like blanket statement, we're all hot.
The girls are constantly screaming from the limos, which always makes me laugh. Because
there's a clip. So I think it's like the third limo that comes in, and he waves to the limo as they're like screaming. And when I say he has these like funny, nervous patterns, this made me laugh so fucking hard. He had his hand like this and was just like, I know podcasters can't see, it's like a flat palm. And like, he was almost giving like a princely wave. I was like, who taught you that? Why are you
it's like a little quiver of a wave?
My wives.
And then we get the gimmick parade. We see all of
first we get Yesenia, who's really beautiful. She's so cute. But then she has this funny thing. All the girls start talking. They're like, he's really cute. He's like nervous. They're like unpacking all the tea in the mansion. And she's like, well, I think if he's nervous, he's showing it or he's hiding it really well. So I like really liked her. I was like, oh, she's so sweet. She could raise me. She could be my mom. And then I was like, oh, she's the teacher's pet. I was just like,
doing a great job. He's nervous and it's sweet. Let him be nervous.
Fine. Yeah. Oh, she's great. Oh, and then we get Chelsea and then Mari. What I wrote about Mari, I think she's beautiful. That lilac dress was gorgeous. But as a drag queen, her wig line was so low. It's really just her. It was like so far down her. It was like she had a little centimeter of a forehead and then her wig starts.
Yeah, I struggled with the lippies. Oops.
Oh, there's a lot of pumped and plucked ladies in this house.
Yeah.
The girl who showed up on the tandem bicycle, she didn't stay. I don't remember her name. Yeah. She was blonde and she had full Instagram face, big lips.
That was the only thing that I was like, they're just like overly plumped in like some spots where I'm like, it no longer is in the world of natural. And if that's what you're going for, great.
Matt James was so into her. Oh, that was the girl. He was like,
I can't even talk.
Yeah, he just went silent. He was like, this is what I'm getting. This is what Okay, I'm the Bachelor.
I'm the batch, and here we go.
Bachelor. Then we meet hot Chelsea from Brooklyn, the
Hot
model.
Chelsea, she's beautiful, and he goes, "She worked in that dress," and she walked those stairs like a pro.
She knows what she's doing. I think she's been to the Met Gala a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Possibly. Did we get Serena in this entourage? Serena trips up the stairs to say hi to him.
Oh yeah, she was so cute. I love her, Serena C.
Yeah.
And then I thought, and I don't know if she was thinking on her feet or if that was like, because the trip seemed super natural to me.
It was natural.
That was natural. And then she was like, "I'm tripping all over you." I was like, okay.
We love you. I think that was natural. Yeah. I think she probably had something planned and then that was better.
Yeah. She was really, really cute. And then Serena P with her little like step ladder. We also got cute. Kayla, the North Carolina girl, who I think is like
one of the front runners.
Bringing it. She's bringing it. Like
she came in the pickup.
She had a setup with the whole truck. She made the whole night about the truck. She made her whole night about like, I know you. She said, what did she say? Oh, she said, put some respect on my name when they did
when
their sweet tea toast.
Yeah, when he said, is this
do you guys stick?
Yeah, and she goes, yeah, which I don't. So I'm really impressed. That's something I need.
Either in the cat, like it ran on the end, and he was like, Harrison, could you take that away from me? I'm not good with a stick.
He treats Chris Harrison as the chauffeur or the
he's like, okay, I'll get your tires rotated.
The valet.
Oh my gosh. But I love that she said put some respect on my name. I don't know, chime in, our North Carolina girls. That's like not something we say in Sacramento, is that?
I love it.
I hope she was just like I think her whole thing was to like make him feel comfortable.
Yeah,
make him feel
like
home.
I'm from
and I think it's gonna
hometown.
Yeah, it's gonna work out in her favor. Unless he's like dated a girl like her before and he's fully triggered. But he seemed super into her.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, she was great. Early front runner for me.
I was really sad that the girl with the goat feet got cut simply because
cut?
Yeah, they didn't show her leave, but she got cut. But she looks like Jenny from the L Word, and I was really excited to like see all that.
She was so beautiful. I could tell he maybe didn't get the goat feet.
Yeah,
I didn't get the goat feet, where I was like, it's now making you feel insecure with all of these girls. So I would have brought a change of shoes. So beautiful. Bring a change of shoes.
Beautiful. Yeah. Who else? Oh, let's see. I think Serena P with the step stool is going to go really far. She's a Canadian queen, and she's just like petite and fun.
I like how one girl goes, I was going to do that. Like, but you didn't.
But you didn't. Okay. I love, and they do this at the Bachelor Mansion in the past seasons too, but they had such a good shot of all those girls in like that little round window at the top of the mansion. Like, funny. Just like, and also, I will say this season so far has been very good about like women supporting women, which I always love. I don't like when they like fight and pit each other against each other. Except for the queen, but we can talk about those bitches later.
Yeah, she's one of our last entrances.
She's the final girl, which like, okay, we need to talk about Miss Alana with the non-consensual kiss.
Oh, I hated this. I hated this gimmick.
It's never good. You always need consent. Always. You took away his first kiss, and then in the moment, she's like, I'm proud of what I did. And it's like, I didn't learn nothing.
No, this one made me uncomfy because I was like, if I were him, I probably would have been like, get that cold ass noodle out my face. Like, I don't want to suck on your noodles.
I don't need carbs.
I like how she like pulled it out, and I think the rest of the noodles look super fake. And so she had this one cold ass noodle that she made him eat, and then it was just like, I don't know. He seemed okay, like he was into
and I'm sure he expected there was a kiss coming, but like they were close, and like you're supposed to get close and then like see if someone's gonna make a move, but she was like over here and then was like
yeah.
Girl, she also looks like so much to me the younger daughter from The Nanny.
Oh yeah.
Like fully grown. And like, I don't know, she's got like she was nice and normal the rest of the episode. Like she didn't do anything weird, but you need consent. You need
Yeah,
consent to kiss
yeah.
or touch or whatever. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, that was just, it wasn't interested in that one. Hated that gimmick.
What wasn't my bag?
I wish that he would have rejected her. That was what I wrote in my notes. The goat feet, this is where she comes in. I wrote, why didn't you bring different shoes, rookie? Like, you know, all of these women are going to be some of the most beautiful women you will ever see in your whole life.
If it's gonna make you feel insecure, don't do it.
Yeah, wear them for the entrance and then change. And I don't know, you could have done something that
But
made
when
you feel
come
sexier.
in with like ugly ass goat feet, you have to continue to wear them so he remembers who you are.
And
And then you're literally putting into his brain every time he sees you, look at my ugly camel foot goat feet.
Yeah, I'm
like
a goat.
Big ass moose knuckles.
Yeah, all he's going is bah.
Okay, and she's a goat. Sure, go.
Sure.
Oh, we also got Kaylee who came in with her
lingerie.
I love this. I think it
smart.
could have been construed as like, what a slut. Alana, the non-consensual kiss girl, was like, well, at least she's wearing a robe. She's not naked, she's wearing a robe. And also, we're gonna see these women in their bathing suits.
We're gonna see them in bikinis. It's no different.
Tomorrow, like,
yeah,
it's the same thing. And then she was like, I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you would like. And then he got to like be a part of this experience with her.
Which
like
is
that's
such a coupley thing.
Yeah, like, oh babe, what do you think? You like a strapless or like what kind of dress?
Yeah,
I didn't like his choice, but I didn't like either of her gowns. Yeah,
no.
she had bad.
But I like the presentation that they were like in. They were bows and like.
Yeah, well, they hit. Cute. She carries the dress in on the hanger to the mansion, and she's like not doing a presentation for Matt anymore. So what you can see is the back of the dress and the big bra sewn in on the inside.
Oh, because
I was like, she's going to be ditching the bra she's currently wearing.
Yeah,
I thought for a second that Matt chose the strapless dress because he thought she was going to put it on right in front of him.
Yeah,
and he wanted to see what was going to happen with the bra situation.
Yeah,
that's what I would have done.
Yeah, he was like, I think that was his favorite gimmick of the night, just based off his reaction, where he was like,
yeah, okay. He did laugh pretty hard at the lightsaber.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we got to talk about that girl.
Yeah, we'll get into her. Abigail, I think, comes in and she's very cute, tells him about her hearing impairment. And you just right out the gate, lets him know. And then of course what we said earlier, where she said, I'm gonna be reading your lips tonight. And of course they're beautiful.
Hot. Lips. I have chills thinking about it. I think they're so cute.
Very cute. So
can
sweet.
I jump ahead to the first impression rose?
Yeah.
When he gives literally, they made a point to keep it in the thing when Chris says, this is a first impression rose, Matt. This is going to keep that choice safe. It's going to make that girl feel secure. It's going to make her feel safe and protected. And so he took that rose. Like that was I think they left that explanation in, and then he chose to give it to Abigail because like she is already coming in at like, you know, she has to work way harder than any of these women already.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even think about the possibility of her standing up there and him calling the girls down if, you know.
Oh, I didn't think about that either.
Now I'm like,
I mean, she can hear and she can see in mouth, like.
Yeah, she has the implant, but I mean, it kind of makes it easier on her where I think she has to work harder to understand like, oh, okay, it's me that they're calling up, and that huge sea of women. How many women do we have this season? They said it's the
32 and
it's
then in the preview we get more women.
Oh yeah, it's too many. Well, I mean, I know that we're really trying to spoil Matt, but he seems already overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's like, I met one woman and I'm good. Like
the first one, let's do it. Bree, we're good.
Bree, let's go. Yeah, they did when they gave us the picture of like the women and Matt, how they do like the production photo on Instagram. It was bad. They did not have a good spot. They should have done it in front and outside of Nancy Cola. What is this place called? It's not Nancy. It's not Nancy Cola. Nancy Cola Scola. But like it was so flat, they did it in like a conference room, and it looks like they took it in a conference room. But also, they had so many women, like they couldn't fit them anywhere else.
Yeah, it's too many.
They also did a weird thing this season that I don't know if they've ever done, is that they introduced us to like, I don't know, 15 women and then gave us a mid-episode teaser of the season.
Yeah.
Which I mean, listen, I love that, and I know you love spoilers too, but it's like, okay, well, you just showed us a handful of women that are absolutely not going home at the rose ceremony tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a choice.
Yeah, there was at least like 3 or 4 that I remembered that I picked out that I went, oh, okay, she's safe. Cool. I mean,
I was like Serena C in the foliage. She's safe at least for one episode. Good. Good.
So then we meet MJ, who has
don't forget about the Lauren Miami lawyer. So we have 2 black lawyers.
Yes.
Lauren's in that like beautiful mermaid gown that like comes in below her knees and like, no, it's
gold.
It's gold.
Oh,
gold.
She was in the gold.
She's beautiful, and they keep like showing her face, and she's just like, she's beautiful, but she's over it. She looks really over it. And I think it's really funny. She's great, stunning, confident. And then we have Piper from Oregon, our Oregon number 2 girl. She's got the curly hair.
Beautiful. I love big curly hair. It's my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, and then MJ has even better curly hair. Holy shit,
got that
her
Tori
hair.
Kelly look. Like, I was sold on her at the first
And she also
intro.
like fucked up her pizza entrance and was also like, who cares?
Yeah, she was like, when one door closes, another opens, right? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
She was another.
I want her to be on the pod. I want to be her best friend. I hope we see her in paradise.
Me too.
Love her. She's beautiful.
She was another front runner for me. Is this where the vibrator girl comes in?
Although we've already seen it because the Bachelor wanted to warn us. That's the weirdest opening. I pressed play and I was like,
and then I started over because I was
like, okay, press play again.
Oh,
I guess it's like, okay, don't have your children watch this if you don't want them to see a vibrator.
But they also black it out.
Yeah. And they call it a lightsaber. Like we didn't need a warning. There have been other crazy entrances. I don't think we needed like a little weird teaser for that.
Yeah.
But also that girl Katie looks like she's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Absolutely.
Like people are like, you are setting little fires everywhere. You cunty cunt.
Yeah.
We say cunty cunt on our pod.
I guess so. I mean, I think we've said other. Yeah. I mean, this is not
we're
for the
explicit.
kids. We're explicit. His reaction was the funniest because he was laughing so hard. Like this was the cutest laugh I think I've ever heard.
Oh my god!
Like
I just can't with his little cutie little face.
He got so like, oh my god! You just handed this to me.
She brought her lightsaber. He had like a funny joke about it.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't seem like super into her, but he was just like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we get that really great moment later.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. Well, that's your favorite part. I'm going to let you.
Oh my God.
I'm going to let you talk about that.
We have a chick that throws a fish at him.
That girl also gave me huge Hannah B energy.
Absolutely.
We literally only see her that one time. That's the only time we see her. But and we're never gonna see her again. She did not stay.
Yeah, she was just at the rose ceremony was the only other time that I saw her. But yeah, that I was like, a fish. Like at some point, do you guys think what is going to make me like stand out one, but also what is going to make me like out of be attractive? Like what's gonna like get him going? So the lingerie moment is cute and smart, but
we've had moments that have been like shocking. Remember the girl who showed up on Sean's season in a wedding dress?
Oh yeah,
she was second runner up. Like she almost married Sean, and we would never. So like they're like, maybe if I do something bold, but it's like throwing a fish. That's dumb. Not attractive and it's not bold unless she's like, I'm from Seattle, I love Pike's Place, but also weird flex, but okay.
No, unless you are a fisher woman. Like where does the fish come in? I need to know what your connection to fish are. Do you train dolphins?
Good catch. I think she's a good catch, but then you didn't catch her fish.
Yeah, so it's just like bye.
I'm a good drop. See ya.
Yeah. Back to the ocean I go.
Yeah.
It was
more emotionally unavailable fish.
Yeah, so dumb. I was not here for that. we get the Bentley girl, Kit.
Oh, first we get that girl, Ileana.
Oh,
who
yeah.
feeds him the balls. And I have a question. What were those?
Meatballs.
Like, we never talked to, oh.
Because it's meatball. It's like my meatloaf or something, or my meatballs. And I was like, don't put something in the Bachelor's mouth. Just not even your mouth, not your tongue.
He got a full Italian dinner though. Like, at least they brought him a complex carb and a protein.
I would have looked at both of those and said, no.
I would have said, how long has that meatball been out of the refrigerator?
I would have been like, I don't want to.
Am I going to get food poisoning
meat
on night one?
I don't want your cold ass noodles, and I don't want your cold ass meatballs.
Meat.
I don't want it.
Same. If you close your eyes.
I would be like, no, because I mean, what who's to say that this wouldn't be some crazy ass obsessed fan who just wants to poison him? That's where my brain would go. I would be like, I don't know you.
I mean, production could not tease those out. I know they do like a psych eval, but they let racist people, they let men that have assaulted women on. There's not a lot of vetting, so absolutely she could have poisoned Matt, and we wouldn't have this beautiful Herculean Bachelor. Hercules.
Hated that.
But then we get Kit. Then we get Kit, our little 21-year-old New Yorker.
Little Instagram girl. She is
she's a fashion
influencer.
Entrepreneur.
She's just an IG girl, which is fine.
Yeah, she wears cute clothes on Instagram. I wish I could. I would love that to be my life. But she had I loved her feathers. I love her feathers.
I love the Bentley. I think that's smart.
She and Bennett can fuck on Paradise because they both entered in a Bentley.
Yes. But literally the fuggliest black boots that ruin the whole look. What were you thinking, IG model?
What? Back to the Bachelor.
Kit in her fugly ass black boots. I
watched it again last night because I was like, okay, I got to see these boots. And I mean, the boots are bad. I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I am more offended by that nasty ass satin ribbon belt she has.
That was bad.
What? Just with a bow in the front? Like, if you're going to wear a silhouette of fuzzy shapes, like, tighten that waist and hide the buckle in the back.
Yeah. It was, there were a lot of pieces of that didn't work. I mean, show up in the feather dress. That was fun. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Feather dress was great. And those were rich feathers too.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
I really like her.
Great choice. I love her hair. Beautiful face.
She looks like the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, yeah. I really love an interesting face. She has that same,
like, filled in, she had that, like, filled in feature, but it's, like, it's beautiful. Like, she's stunning.
So yeah.
This is really dumb, and I don't have a good handle on, like, what a grown, homegrown New York City girl is. But she was like, well, I was born and raised in New York City. And I was just like, were you though? I don't know why that was my reaction. I was like,
I kind of felt the same way, where I was like, the Upper East Side, like, that's what you come across as, which doesn't feel like authentic, like Manhattan, Brooklyn.
But she reminds me a lot of my friend Haley, who's not a born and raised New Yorker, but who's lived there for a long time. When she was like, oh, you're going to play it like that? I'm the president, the CEO, entrepreneur. Like, she was like, I am not your princess, honey.
I know, but she said, I'm the king. And I went.
She needs to watch The Crown and figure out how royalty works.
I was like, what kind of patriarchal BS? Like, where I was just like.
What is that?
She
corrected. She was like, I'm the man, but let me say these other words.
But the president is just as bad. The the CEO these were all just like typical male dominated.
And maybe that's our self-loathing, because she said king, and then we're like, oh, you want to be the leader.
You're just trying to override queen, and in your brain you're like, well, the king is more powerful than the queen. But like,
and it's like, no,
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth didn't have no king.
Yeah. And
Still don't have no king.
Yeah, even Queen Elizabeth I was never married. Tell that to Queen Catherine.
Well, even if you're a queen and you marry a man, he is not your king.
Yeah.
Like, so Prince, who's Queen Elizabeth too? Charles, or is it Philip? I think it's
Philip.
no,
Philip. Is it?
Charles is the son. Charles is the son, and Philip is the husband.
Yeah.
But he's like a duke of such and such. He's not a king, which I don't. When the women marry a king, when the women marry into royalty, they become a queen, which that's great. That's how it should be.
I mean, we should just be ruling everything.
The men get nothing unless they're born with it.
Nothing.
Nothing for you. So then guess what? We meet the queen.
We meet Queenie. Oh.
So we meet Queen's Gambit, and then we meet Queen Victoria. That's a funny sandwich.
And everyone.
I text my friends yesterday. I was like, I don't like anyone these days that ends their sentences with bitches. That's not how we address people. We don't address women like that. You sound fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's very 2000s.
I feel like she was like a transplant. They took her from she's like Tiara from Sean's season, and they just like plopped her at Nemacola.
And she had some ugly ass white pageant gown with the nude illusions.
The nude side illusion, that there was a few women that had that, and I don't understand it. I don't get it on drag queen. I don't even get it on drag queens. Like, show me your actual skin.
I know, but with drag queens, they're trying to cover the padding. I'm sure pageant queens are also trying to cover all of the padding and all of the body shaping going on underneath.
The corseting. She just sucks, and Matt hates her too. You can see it in his eyes. He was like, this girl is a handful, and ugh.
She just had a lot of dumb moments, and I think she just got really wasted as well.
She was wasted the moment we met her. Yeah. Like, we did not see her sober not once. Her eyes were bleary as hell.
Like, hey Matt,
my friend Jen was like, I thought she had a speech impediment, but yeah, it makes more sense that she was just fucking wasted.
Yeah, she was terrible. And I wrote, to be so mediocre and so overly confident.
Yes, that's what it is. And also, this is so cunty of me, but she lives in LA. So she lives in this like little world already where she's surrounded by all these like beautiful, stunning, cool
You're
women.
In LA 5, honey.
And she's in LA 4.
Yeah.
You're in Nemacola 6, but you still need to go.
Yeah. I mean, all of these other women are just, I wish I had that confidence. I wish that I could be so wildly,
fake, though.
Yeah. Oh right? Yeah, she looks so painfully insecure behind her eyes.
Oh yeah. When she was like doing some self-loathing stuff too, that I was like, oh yeah, this isn't even. It's barely veiled. You hate yourself. Get out. And she tripped. She's the one that we get to see trip and fall. And Matt, because there's so many stairs, he looks in the general direction, is like, you good? Should I help her?
You okay? Good? You good?
I'm not gonna check on you and just go,
you good? And she goes, I'm good. But
I broke my ankle.
She slides down the stairs on her ass. I laughed so hard.
It would be me too, girl. I'd be on my ass so fast. Also, I was gagging when, obviously with COVID, like they're not going to touch each other, but all the men she had carry her throne, they just put her on the ground and left. No one helped her up. She had to like hoist herself out of her chair. And I know that was hard because, girl, she was like 10 shots deep at this point.
Oh, man.
Oh, I mean, they always have to have like a dumb gimmick girl, like just a girl that nobody wants there, that like production's gonna make us tune in for no fucking reason. I don't even think she's charming. Like when we had like the Jordan Kimball, like he was funny and interesting. Like I never want to see Queenie's face again.
No, she wasn't.
I don't want her on Paradise.
We've had way crazier girls who were way funnier, more engaging, fun. I didn't like that we got Kit's President King CEO line twice. She did it in her confessional and then to the girls again. Like she thought this line was so good she needed to say it twice, and I went, it's really not that funny. It's
She's
really
young. She's young.
she was like, I thought this up in my head and I'm so proud, and I just was not here for it.
I just would have snatched her crown and laughed.
Yeah, I would have been like, and who are you?
Oh, you think you're mine?
And so yeah, so we've met all of the girls, and then Matt comes in, everybody's oh, there he is, and he leads everybody in a prayer, and he says, I'm gonna lead in a prayer, and one girl out in like a soundbite goes, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that was absolutely stitched in. It was so much louder than anything else. I'm gonna cry. Also, can you imagine that being your reaction? Like,
he's just going, I'm gonna do a prayer, and it's like, oh, that's very sweet, and like
there were literally girls moaning with like
ecstasy
in the middle of prayer, like agreeing, but it sounded like they're like, oh.
Yeah.
So happy. Also, he was praying over that vibrator.
Yeah. Who's also named MJ.
We all gather around that lightsaber.
MJ2. MJ2.
It's Audrey too.
MJ2. Which there is a girl named MJ there who was like, no, please don't.
Please.
Please
That was so fucking funny.
I laughed so hard that she
These
was
women, I'm loving their interactions. Rachel was crying after the prayer, and they weren't like, oh, this stupid girl getting attention. They were like, oh, that's so cute. Are you okay? Like, they're being so sweet to each other.
So supportive, because
I love women supporting women.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like that really meant a lot to her that he would lead in that way. And but the girl going, I'm gonna cry. Just like,
her, and then the girl like going in the middle of prayer was like, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's how they pray in their church. It's not how we pray. We offer reverence in the church of how.
Yes. Yeah.
But,
over an MJ2.
Yeah.
So then
I would pray over my vibrator. Absolutely.
So then we get into the actual meet and greets of the cocktail party.
Mari is a Puerto Rican queen. We love our Puerto Rican queens. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Was she the first?
I don't know if she was the first, but she's the first girl I wrote down.
Me too. She was my first.
Because that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's getting real deep into like the hurricanes that have destroyed her childhood home. She's really being vulnerable.
Her grandparents are going through it in Puerto Rico. And then who enters?
We get Dildo Girl, who not only asks to steal him for a moment, she taps Mari on the shoulder.
She takes this fucking dildy. You can't even see it. It's disappearing into the ocean. And she goes, can I steal you for a second?
It taps Mari on her bare shoulder with what we can only guess is potentially a used.
Some girl, not Katie with the vibrator owner, some girl said, well, at least we know, she said it was new out of the package. But Katie comes back in later and she goes, don't worry, it's washed. So it's like, is it washed or is it new?
and Mari is just holding every ounce of herself together not to murder this girl. And the way Katie talks about this moment is so good. She goes, it wasn't on my bucket list to tap a pageant queen on the shoulder with a dildo, but I'm glad that it happened. I would absolutely do it again. And I would share it with Mari if she's my roommate. She can absolutely use this. What a queen. She knows she's a filler queen.
Thank you, Katie. Although it looks like she sticks around.
Yeah.
Like I see more of Katie in the preview than I see of Mari.
Oh, true. Well,
Mari was cursed. Yeah. She cursed her with the
There's a cursed image.
Oh my God.
I just
Katie also gives me like the strongest Vanessa Bayer vibes.
Oh, absolutely. I hated the ponytail moment. I'm going to be honest. I thought that was weak.
They show her later with her hair down and I'm like, why did you have a ponytail?
The ponytail just made you look like you had no hair. You
Because
had
it
no hair
wasn't
on
like
your
a
head.
cool spunky high pony. It
Mhm.
wasn't doing anything fun. Like she could have
There were
gone full
no,
Ariana Grande.
yeah,
She
it
didn't
was
do
her
that.
real hair, which is about 3 strands of hair in a teeny ass low pony with some
It wasn't
curls.
even a low pony, which could be chic. It was a mid-level pony.
Yeah, it
Like
was
this
just,
is like
yeah.
that's what I wear to like work functions if I'm trying not to be too like outrageous.
I would
Is a
have been
mid.
okay with a chignon, but this little pony was just, it was, it
She
just,
she was
it
doing
couldn't.
some vibe play and she ran out of time to do her
Yeah,
hair.
she went,
Yeah.
I gotta, ponytail. That's classy.
Oh, I
My
love it.
big ass sparkle gown.
Yeah. North Carolina girl, I know we already talked about her setup in the truck. I'm just her producer is either she's the smartest woman in this room or she is a really good producer or both. I am
Coach.
so excited to see where she goes.
Yeah,
Like,
I think she got a lot of time with him comparatively to the other girls because not
Yeah.
only her entrance, she got extra time with him because most of the girls just walk off. She actually
Yeah.
walked him around the truck. And then they get to sit all comfy cozy and drink tea in the back of this flatbed truck.
Yeah. I love it. She's
yeah,
a
I think
shoo-in.
she was very confident, I think was the big thing for me. She was
So confident. Yes.
confident.
And these women are cool. Like we have so many cool women with like interesting backgrounds and different jobs and like
yeah.
I know I just keep saying they're beautiful because they're gorgeous, but they're
Yeah,
also
they're
like
also
very
very
cool,
smart.
accomplished ladies. Yeah.
Smart, talented.
Except for Queen Victoria. She sucks.
What was her job? I don't even like.
Girl, I wrote down, I bet she's never had a job because she doesn't know what the saying drinking out of a fire hose is, which you learn on the first day of any job when they're like, sorry, I know you're throwing a lot at you. You're trying to like drink out of a fire hose. She's never trained for a job in her life. That's why she doesn't know what that means.
Honestly, context clues. If you've never heard a saying, just put it together. If I'm drinking out of a fire hose, those are high pressured shit ton of water coming at you.
She tried to like flirty turn it around on like, well, I'm a fire hose.
I'll make you a drink.
I'm a really good drink of water. And he's like, shut the fuck up. You've never had a job.
He just was like, I'm really turned off and I don't want to be in this conversation
Yeah,
any
I would have liked to keep in touch with Kit, the president and CEO of my life.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to have like a really cute connection, him and Kit. And then Victoria goes, hey, princess, the queen is here.
Just like the affectation that she's choosing to have in her voice. Like that is not her natural voice. She is putting it on and she's putting it on hard. I just hope she goes home episode 2. Luckily, he called her name last in the rose ceremony. She's like, don't do that to me. And he was just like,
you're very lucky to be here. You should thank production.
Production made me give you a fucking rose.
Yeah,
lady.
I'm not a fan. No,
I don't want to shit on women. I'm just gonna say glowing things about all the other ones, and Victoria's gonna get.
She's the only one.
But I think that's also a thing that the production is doing in the house. You talk about like the 3 girls, Kit, and I don't remember 2 other women. The queen walks away from them, and they do this. They wait for her to like get out of earshot while staring at each other like this. And then they start laughing. They go like these women have like a common enemy.
Yeah, everybody
which
hates
I think
her.
is bonding them.
Yeah, I love the she comes up to them and she's like, have you guys talked to Matt yet? And then she obviously
market yourself. Market yourself.
You're a marketer. Why don't you market yourself to Matt? And the girl's
literally.
Like, yeah. And the one girl's like, what?
She's like,
I didn't ask.
That girl that said what though does go home because she did not market herself.
Yeah. Well, she so this is what I don't understand is like is the name of the game that the girls, when you get a moment with him, do you try to take the Bachelor and take him to the most remote spot in the world so that girls cannot find you to interrupt you?
Yeah.
Or does production just go, oh, we really like this girl. We're going to take you over to this room. So like Bree and him were in that library and we've already set up a shot for that.
So for sure. They're like, you're going to, And like some of the girls producers are like, you need to go and you need to tell him this story. What do you want to tell Matt? What do you want him to know about you?
He's in
And
this
okay,
room.
we're gonna do, for Kayla, we have the truck shot. So like we have to go do that. And some of those girls maybe they didn't say it. So maybe some of those girls were like, you know what? I'm not interested. But also I would have lost my shit if I had to quarantine and sit in my room for 2 weeks, just like twiddling my thumbs, like hoping to meet a man that might like me.
I would be ordering all the room service.
I would be 20 pounds heavier.
I would just
or I wouldn't eat. I would be so panicked. I would be like not fitting into any of my gowns.
All the gowns.
All the gowns.
Yeah, I just think don't go on this show if you have social anxieties, if you have anxiety in general. This is just not the show, because you have to be the one to go after this person.
Yeah.
Whoever they are.
But also, like, some people have anxiety and they do really well. It's just like you'll never know until you
I mean, some
are
of these
on
girls,
camera. Like, how you can't prep for that.
No, and that's the thing is, like, I know I would be terrible at this because I would not want to go find him. It's just not my nature. I am the come to me magnet girl. Like, I will not chase you. And that feels like you have to literally chase him around a mansion to be like, hey, can I steal you for a sec?
Yeah. What about me now? You want to talk to me now?
Yeah. Is it cool? And like, not trying not to step on the other girl's toes.
Yeah.
Because you can make an enemy real fast. Build a girl.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Queenie.
I would be so focused on like making friends in the house. I would probably hate The Bachelor because I would just hate the pressure that I was feeling.
Yeah.
Being like just trying to get his attention.
Also,
I would just try to find a girlfriend. I would be like, we're gonna be gay lovers.
Yeah,
we're gonna walk away from this show. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Australia Bachelor twist and just be like, this is my wife.
Yeah. I mean, they did it on Rock of Love, where one of the girls in the second season, she finds another girl who's like her, and she's like, well, now we're girlfriends and we're gonna be Bret Michaels' girlfriends together.
That's right.
So we're teaming up, we're girlfriends.
Because there's Heather from season 1, and then she helps him pick his season 2 girl, so they can all be girlfriends together. I did like Rock of Love.
I did too.
It was trash, but I loved it.
It's so good. I mean, I love any of the VH ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good strategy. I don't hate Victoria for talking to him a second time. I
don't give a shit about that because he doesn't care.
He's not super enthused on it, but you know, I think good for her, but I just hate her because she's obnoxious. So I think it's really just the way that she comes across. But I think her logic is correct that this is a game of time. You need to try to get the most screen time, get the most time with Matt to stick around for as long as possible.
Exactly.
So
and also you've seen on previous seasons, like the guys usually like it when the women chase them. I feel like they feel a little relieved that they don't have to like put in extra work. But it only comes down to if he likes you.
Yeah.
Like if he likes you, he'll like that you're doing that. If he doesn't like you, he's not gonna like anything you do.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like.
Yeah. So what do you think your approach would be? Like, what part of the night would you try to go for talking to the Bachelor, Bachelorette?
I don't think I would ever make it talking to the Bachelor, Bachelorette. I think I would get drunk from anxiety.
Yeah.
And also not eating the 2 weeks quarantining prior. I've already decided I'm not going to eat. I'm going to be too nervous. And then I'm going to get hammered because that's my pattern. And I get sent home.
Yeah. I would have to go first.
Before the rose ceremony because I'm making such a mockery of the show. That's my trajectory. And then you see me on Paradise and I'm living.
Yeah. You don't even let him get to the calling out the names and you're like, it's me.
Hi, I'm drunk. Eliminate me.
I think I would have to either be the very first girl to talk to him or else my inner saboteur would build me up and go, he's already picked someone. If any girl talks to him first, I would go, he's already made a choice. He hates me. Yeah. He's not interested.
I also, if I made it past night 1 without getting hammered, I would be the girl that's like, well, he looked at me 2 times and then he like squeezed my hand 3 times, which means I love you, which means I'm his choice, which means I'm not going home tonight and I'm safe. And then I'd be eliminated night 2.
Yeah.
I would be like completely delusional. Like I'm really intuitive and I'm picking up on the clues and it would be nothing for me. And he's like, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That would be my journey on the show.
I think I would have to, from the moment I got onto a screen, would have to play a hard character. I would have to go full on crystal weirdo, spiritual. Let me read I brought my tarot cards. Let me read your tarot.
You would be like the girl they play the clown music behind.
He would be like
little freaky woo woo girl.
Little woo woo girl, here she is. And I would be like, let me read your oracles.
I was talking to my friend Josh, this is like years ago. We worked together in LA. And I was like, they need to do like a 1-night engagement experience of The Bachelor. Like they need to do like a stage experience where they have a lead, where they have producers kind of yanking you around and you can like throw yourself into the fire. Yeah, and maybe there was a Bachelor producer there when I was there, because that's when they started, like soon after doing The Bachelor Live. They would like go to cities, like go to the different cities and do the onstage stuff.
Yeah, so or your FBI agent was listening in on your phone.
My NSA passed it along to the Bachelor producers. I submitted Jenny to be a part of the Spokane one. And she was like, maybe I'm interested. So they sent her like a preemptive contract and it's fucked. So she was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
They literally, they say, we can pull you out of your job. You have to come and do interviews for like the whole year. We can they own your life.
Yeah. Which,
and she's like, I have a real job. I can't just like leave the hospital because the Bachelor wants to put me on TV again. For a 1 night. Yeah, no. So she didn't end up doing it. But
I pulled out another quote in here where one girl said, I'm literally on the brink of mental ruin, while she was waiting to talk to him. And I went,
yep.
Whoa. That is the soundbite of this entire cocktail party.
This entire series, the whole franchise.
I am literally on the brink of mental ruin. It was just like an aside to another girl. She just fully, and I was like,
she's like, I'm not dramatic.
I know, that was a full dramatic, because otherwise it's like, you would not pass the psych test if you were this close to mental ruin in 20 minutes.
It would be tricky.
So yeah,
Abigail got the first impression rose.
She got her first impression rose. She got the first real kiss. We don't count that bullshit in the intros. That was
Alana's non-consensual noodle mouth is not counted.
So she got the first real kiss, and then she gets another kiss after she gets the rose. She's so cute and in shock and just.
I forgot. So you and I both had a funny moment where like you didn't know she was deaf.
Oh,
I didn't. I forgot she was the girl that was deaf when she came to talk to him, and I was like, why is she like? She's like, hi. And she kind of reminds him, he's like, oh yeah, I remember, like you got to read my lips. And I was like on my phone, not paying attention. I was like, this girl is super anxious talking to him, but he's like so into it. Like, why is he so into it? And then you were like, that's Abigail. Oh, okay. That makes sense. She's just like the best.
She's so sweet and so endearing. And like, you want to root for her because she's just really humble and genuine. And
also a great choice for the first impression rose, because like these women would be fucking terrible if they turned on her.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I mean, you can't villainize the deaf girl. That's crazy.
I love that she joins the ranks of, I think Hannah G and Hannah Ann were the last first impression roses. So we get
she's a good add to those girls.
She's bringing some class.
Yeah, historically, The Bachelor does not pick his first impression rose or his first date. That doesn't mean that's gonna be the thing on Matt's season. He's also new to the franchise entirely, so like he could really be mixing things up. But he seems to me like he wants to be a good boy. He wants to be a good boy for production.
And I think he genuinely looked interested in Abby.
Oh, totally. She's gorgeous. She's a little Portland girl. She's from Beaverton.
Beaverton. Bree gets the first rose of the evening after the first impression rose, so she obviously has made a good first impression.
Yeah.
The truck
That's like
bed
the second
girl,
step. Like I didn't give you the first impression rose, but I'm not gonna let you sit here and be anxious this whole ceremony.
yeah, the order is very important. I think they try to be like, oh, order's not important, but I think that first rose is everything.
Absolutely. I also love that we kept cutting to Marilyn. She was the one. She looks. I don't know what I'm trying to say. She was crying, like she was like weepy during the whole rose ceremony. And she was so fucking funny in the moment. She's like, "Hi, can you love me?
Yeah,
do
can you
want to
pick
be
me?
my boyfriend? You're a hot man. Can you choose me?" Like that's me.
She was super funny. Serena was funny because she was like, I didn't get to talk to him. I'm going home. I'm done.
Serena's fucking cool though. She's a San Francisco like cool
Beautiful
girl. I want to be her friend.
She had a really cool dress too, where she wore like a light blue, like
it was stunning on her.
Gorgeous.
A lot of really like flowy gowns, like flowy satiny gowns, and also sparkles. We got
lots
a lot
of sparkles. These were the fashions. So then we had a couple girls go home. Well, we also had Victoria get the very last rose, which I think we all could have called that. It was.
Do you want me to read? I wrote down the girls in order. Do you want me to read their names?
Yeah.
To go to Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Bree, Rachel, Chelsea, Sarah, MJ, Serena P, Kayla, Kristen, Kit, Maggie, Piper, Mari, Liliana, Jasenia, Riley, Marilyn, Serena C, Lauren, Sydney, Alayana. She's the one with the meatballs, I think.
Oh yeah.
Katie, Anna, and Victoria.
Yeah,
Anna's the one with the big teeth and the crazy
she was
eyes.
the one that was like, I am going to like give him every signal to give me that rose. We didn't get to talk tonight. We didn't get to talk, but I need this rose. So she got her rose second to last, and then Victoria gets the production last rose.
I hope she goes home next episode. I'll say this every episode until she goes.
Until she goes.
I just don't find that she's gonna have any redeeming qualities. She did not put her best foot forward.
No,
I hate her.
No, she's just annoying. Like I think there's another moment where she's talking to a girl and she goes, should I go talk to him again? What would you do? What would you do? The girl is on the show with you and she's not trying to get a second one. She goes, yeah, I should go talk to him, right? And the girl's
it's also like, why is she asking for these opinions? Like she doesn't want to make enemies when she's so fucking obnoxious. She's only making enemies.
Yeah, that chick doesn't
There's no self-awareness for her.
No, zero. Yeah.
Not 1 ounce of self-awareness.
So she just, she had a lot of choice moments. And then, we get into the girls that went home. The ballerina went home. Alicia.
Yeah, I crossed them out in the list as I went. Carolyn, she had the lavender and a gold sparkly dress.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Carolyn, we'll see you in paradise.
Maybe.
Alicia on point. I think she's too smart to come on Paradise.
Yeah, she would be the only one I would choose for Paradise just because she had more time than these other girls who I remember.
Goat feet, Jenny from the L Word.
She might be on Paradise.
She's so pretty. I want to see her again. Pretty. Her face is so pretty. And Corinne, the marketing manager who looked
she had the gold.
She was wearing a red dress and she was like when she met him, she was like kind of deadpan, but like, I dropped everything in my life to be here for you. And it was like really intense and weird. So I don't think she made like a great impression.
No.
She was in a red dress. Then we lost Imani. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm Imani. She's like a realtor from New Mexico. And all I wrote was, Imani, New Mexico, is she okay? Because her entrance, we only see her coming in and meet him, and then we see her at the rose ceremony. But she's just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's all she said. And he's like, okay, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like she was just like, I have to get out of here.
And production has a boo-boo. We see Alicia walk out during daytime.
Oh, they have stopped pretending
They
that this
said
is at nighttime.
this
They've done this
went
the last
all
few seasons.
day. This was an all day event into the
Because
next
they can't
day.
start filming until the sun sets.
Mhm.
And they were filming in the fall.
Mhm.
So the sun, I mean, they probably weren't filming until 6. I mean, that's just they have so much to do. They have so much to do. There's no
Yeah.
way
So
they
they
can cram
just
it all
said,
in.
all right, Alicia, you're walking out in your gown in the next morning. And
Yeah,
she did. It's daylight and they couldn't
there she is.
mask it. So I laughed at
Yeah.
that. I said, how long was this party?
So 2 full days, probably. These poor women. They had to
Oh,
walk up all
man.
those stairs and then just had to like be in their Spanx and gowns for hours
And all
and
that
hours
makeup
and
and hair for 2 days.
Oh my gosh. I would have gotten drunk and ripped off my fake eyelashes like 2 hours into the night.
Yeah, I'd have
For
been like
sure. I
that.
would be like, you already met me. This is my face.
This is who I am. If you can't handle me,
Uh,
send me home.
so send me home.
Send me home. Then yeah, we get into the
Preview, the
season
trailer.
Season
And we get
previews.
to talk about that really problematic shit. They're gonna tease that like they tease the vibrator. They're gonna talk about it every week until it happens. They're gonna be so fucking shitty. Sex work is work.
It's
What
work.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. So
I'm
they
trying not to
try.
get preemptively mad, but I'm mad.
I'm mad. I just the sound bite is pretty reprehensible where we get they're coming to Matt, maybe Chris as well, I don't know, but they're going to him and saying, I have reason to believe that this girl, we don't know her name yet, has done escort work and that she is in a transactional relationship with a man or maybe many men. And I said, why are we shaming sugar babies and why are we shaming escorts? It's work.
Sex work is work.
Yeah. I just so this we'll be keeping our eye on this situation as this develops.
Well, I'm like, it's not these women's job to be the morality police. It never is. Like the contestants' job to be the morality police, or like, oh, is this going to be good for you? I've got to bring it to your attention. It's
let
like
that person share
let him
their story.
figure it out. Yeah.
Duh.
And also, yeah, maybe she has been in transactional relationships with men and has been a sugar baby, and now she's looking for Instagram followers and a husband.
Yeah. Is that so
also
wrong?
all of you are in a transactional relationship on this show.
Absolutely.
You're all there to get something else. Like maybe it's not money. Well, it is. It's money. It's followers. It's fame. Like they're not there just for love. Like let's not be judgmental here.
Yeah, let's be honest. You get cash prizes if you can make it to the final 3.
Well, and you get little goodie bags. Like you can kind of see every season the girls, they'll all wear like a certain necklace or a different bathing suit because like that was in like their cool ass swag bag when they got there.
Yep.
Well, and also just notoriety, fame.
Absolutely.
Literally Instagram followers. We know why you're here. Why are you judging anybody else?
Yeah.
But also, we don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe it's a play. Maybe they're acting out a dumb play. I don't have to.
This is actually a challenge. This is the script.
How angry can you be at a sex worker?
How problematic can you girls get? We get the entrance of Heather. Who the fuck is Heather?
Who the fuck is Heather? I know who Heather is, but I'm gonna let you say who the fuck is Heather every episode until she arrives.
Yeah.
Heather is from, just to jog everyone's memory, she was on Colton's season. She's like the really cute young skinny girl who never got kissed and then got her first kiss on TV. The poor girl.
Yeah. I remember.
And she's really good friends with Hannah B. They do like vacations and fun stuff together. So I'm sure she knows Matt from the Quarantine Crew, or
I think she was one
something
of his
similar.
Quarantines.
But it's like, she was a quarantine. Here's the thing though, she was like, Matt is worth it. I'm gonna
and
give my hand. But it's like,
Chris
we could really blow this up.
You're gonna blow this up for Matt. And she goes, he's worth it.
I think Matt's worth it. But it's like, Matt,
if he wanted
Matt have tried to date you?
Yeah. all
if,
these girls.
but also like it would be okay. So let me say, what if I knew Matt and I had a crush on him and I was like, oh, it'd be so cool. Like I should shoot my shot. We should date. Like maybe when quarantine's over and then you find out that he's going to be the new Bachelor, you're like, wait, that wasn't in my plan.
That wasn't in my 10-year plan.
And now you have no other option but to say, give up this lifetime opportunity and date me, or show up and try to date him.
Or
it doesn't look like she stays. It doesn't look like she sticks around.
I mean, or you just go, I need to be on TV somewhere because I would love to be the Bachelorette, or I would love some of these followers. So
yeah, make sure I secure a spot on Paradise.
Can I have some more?
Lisa.
Lisa, can I have some more?
I do like that we see a little bit of like, I would say, growth from her. She was like so young and like fresh and new and green when we saw her on
going
Colton
after
season.
Virgin Colton, who's that's
the baby virgins together. But she seems like she's grown a little bit, so I'm happy to see like a little check-in from her.
Looking more mature.
Who the fuck is Heather?
Who the fuck is Heather? But they bring in more girls.
Why? He has 32 women.
He already had to let go of what, 5? 6?
Yeah, he let go of a lot more. Hold on, let me count. Cassandra, Kimberly, Amber, Imani, Corinne, that's 5, Sine, 6, Alicia, 7, 8 women.
8 women, and you're gonna
and he's already having stress over it. He says that thing like, you're making eye contact with some of these girls and like you just get this pit in your stomach, like
I don't have a rose for them.
Yeah, like I shouldn't have looked at you, I'm not going to pick you.
Oh God, I would hate
that's
that.
like a part of him. I think it would be hard for anyone, but like as a new person who's never been through a rose ceremony, who's never like, I can understand the feelings of these people because I was in their shoes once. Like he is like taking the full emotional brunt. Like this is new for him. I hope he has Tyler C on speed dial, but I don't think production will allow it.
I would just give everyone a rose. I would be like, oh, they look really hurt.
I would be like, here's everyone a rose except Victoria. You can go.
Yeah. Production, I know you wanted me to say her. I'm not interested. Goodbye.
Not gonna do it.
Yes, they bring in more girls, and how many girls are we giving?
I understand because you have to have some alternates, like when you're doing a quarantine, because there's going to be some girls that like don't pass the test right away, or some girls that like have to go home. Like you have to have alternates, and because of the system, they all have to be at the resort.
Yeah,
and so
they just crash the party.
Add some fucking drama,
It's wild. I mean,
it is wild,
fully wild. And that's our episode.
That's it. Who's your fave? Who are your front runners?
So I think my front runners, I think Abigail's really cute. Is it Kayla with the pickup?
Yeah.
MJ, Sarah was a front runner, and I think there was one more. But I think those were my top, my tippity tops.
Those were your stand-ups. My favorite is Chelsea. I don't think she's gonna last. Like I don't think she'll be on the season for too long. She's with the buzzed head model.
Oh, she was beautiful, yeah.
I just want her to stick around forever and be my best friend. Otherwise, who do I like? Bree is a strong contender. Obviously, Abigail is in the mix. I think he's really gonna like MJ.
I do too. She just looks fun.
She just looks like cool people.
I just like her whole aesthetic. They it's a really good batch. There's some really good girls so far, and
they have like good they brought the diversity of the cast.
I think this is a really good diverse group, probably one of the more diverse casts.
It's like age. They diversified women on age and race.
We had some 30-year-old women. We don't get 30-year-old women on The Bachelor ever.
We are aged out, so like this is so exciting and new.
I know. I love it. I'm like, this is what I wanted on Claire's season, where like 40-year-old men, and we didn't get any. We got 38 was the highest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I think the season's going to be really fun. I hope these women don't turn on each other. I love soft girls. I was so like Tayshia's season was so heartwarming to me because those boys just like loved each other and supported each other and just like we're happy to be around people we're happy to like have friends again. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you went and fucked my girlfriend last night. I hope you had a good time. Like they
Found
were
it.
just so sweet. And I
Just bro down.
yeah, and then like Zach and Tasha's love was so, I would say, like real, raw, powerful, amazing, and like it's hard to restart, like hit restart on a season and like get all the dumb shit we have to deal with on night one. It
Night
was very
one's always my
jarring to
favorite though.
me. Oh, I am, maybe it is me too, because I love The Bachelor, but for some reason I only 50% of the time watch the finale.
Yeah,
Why?
I typically will watch the finale of The Bachelor. I think I struggle with Bachelorette for some
I'm just
reason.
like tired at that point. I feel like production has yanked me in a million different directions.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think I don't like a lot of the problematic dudes they cast on Bachelorette. And so
yeah.
I think that's what pulls me out of it. But yeah, I would say Tasha really had a lot of good dudes.
I watched Tasha's whole season. I want more. I want her and Zach to have their own TV show.
You know, that could be very well in the 5-year plan.
She would do great.
I would be down. She's
The Newlyweds with Tasha and Zach. Hell yeah.
so cute.
I just read Jessica Simpson's book though, and it doesn't sound like her and Nick got treated very well.
No,
So.
they were one of the first reality shows, celeb
Yeah,
reality.
yeah. It was like them and the Osbournes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that show. The Newlyweds. Anyways, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for tuning in.
We will be here every Friday, hopefully Friday mornings. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, SoundCloud,
Wherever
iTunes.
you get your pod.
Yeah, wherever you get your pods. You can catch the visual one on YouTube, where you can see.
You can see us in Puerto Vallarta.
Just in living our best lives. And
mm-hmm.
yeah,
if you want to follow us,
mm-hmm.
We'll be posting this under the Love Department Instagram, which is Sammie's business. This is under the Love Department umbrella. So that's where you'll see all the podcast information. I'll be resharing it on my page. I am at the best Kate.
Yes. My Instagram is the.love.department. I share lots of feel good, self-love content because again, I am a dating coach for singles. So if you are interested in coaching, hit me up.
If you go through a bad breakup, call Sammie. I've done this many times. She is on speed dial, group chats, like
whatever
she's been giving
you need,
me
baby.
A lot of free support, baby.
Yeah, we definitely need it, especially during a pandemic. So yeah, take care of yourselves. We will see you next week for some more Bachelor goodness. And yeah, share a pod with a friend if you found this to be fun and like you were gal
rate, review.
Yeah, review us 5 stars. Oh, please don't troll us. I'm sensitive. I've already told you guys too. We have anxiety. We can't even be on this show.
We can just critique it from our home. Anyway, my headphones just went to 5%.
Okay. Go. Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.